Nolan getting knocked away by CW, or worse yet, just having to like 1v1 Lutfi.
Wow, that's a very good read there, right? Tamu's very low impact on also. Very less options here for that IMU. Let's see though, with Hayabusa and Nolan, expect an aggressive early game, or even just both assassins looking to find more kills.
I agree. I think we are going to be expecting an aggressive early game, as, ladies and gentlemen, we are moments away of heading into the Land of Dawn for game number 2. We're at match point for Homebois. If Homebois can't pick up a game, force a game number 3, then it's GG for the Homebois.
Well, let's find out here. It's going to be Fnatic Onic. Currently a matchup on top of the Homebois here. On blue side, Homebois taking the red side. It's going to be a purple stuff for Amal, and it's going to be an orange start for Kyrie. They're going to end up on the same side of the map, and I mean, the easiest target to take out at this point of time is going to be the gold laners.
So, yeah, I think they can definitely take and approach that side. The Keyboy takes heat in the mid side. Sounds covering. Oh, early Purify popped by Udo. So again, that will and that should be info that, yeah, for the first roll, that Purify shouldn't be available in the earlier times.
Oh, interesting. Lutfi actually using his lane priority to make sure that there is space and has vision over the extra camp, allowing Kyrie to go for an early invade here, which is a little off tempo, because if you look at Amal on the opposite side, he's opted to go for a full clear. He's about to hit 4. CW might be in some trouble if he sticks around for too long, but he knows that Keyboy is in Tribe Rush. Doesn't deny the River Crab, but it does allow Nets to have some space.
Well, it's somehow the slow early game here for the first almost 2 minutes. No first blood just yet. We might see a battle there for the first turtle, but for the most part here, both teams just trying to get better positions, trying to perhaps looking for an angle here. And Lutfi sniffs this one out here.
Yeah,
safe.
Very good read for the side of Fnatic Onic. They're just relaying the information, right? Because Kyrie goes to the top side of the map. He knows that he's effectively cleared up everything on his side, on top of one extra camp from Homebois' jungle, so he can easily predict where the movements are. But now the onward onto Lutfi puts him in trouble. Sans does take the turtle away. Oh! He's trying to get on out of there. The Earth Shatter might not be enough as he loses out in his flicker and his life. But Fnatic want to go for more. They want to steal away this purple buff from Amal as soon as possible, and it's going to be difficult because Thamos right in front, too strong to handle, and even Mal trying to create that space doesn't get much done. It's going to be a very successful invade for Kyrie.
Yeah, a very, very invasive one, but also effective one, right? Sans was technically 1v3. Kyrie wasn't in the turtle's vicinity just yet. Gets the turtle, and with that, Fnatic Onic, they re-engage towards that purple buff. And Homebois, they lost space, they lost the neutral objective, and they lost that purple buff as well.
Yep. Worst case scenario for the Homebois, right? But it doesn't mean that they're out of the game. It just means that Fnatic Onic will increase in economy. Look at this right now. Level 4, I'm offended.
Wow.
Yeah. Perfect chain CC coming in for Keyboy, delaying every millisecond he delays to ensure that the CC chain is extended just a bit longer.
Yeah, looking at the composition from inside of Homebois as well, right? A lot of close range, melee-ish type of hero, and Ruby does the job perfectly. You will have that tempo breaker, you will have mobility issues going up against Keyboy on this route.
I think the worst part about it is that even when we look at the full compositions from, wait, hold on, yeah, 3, does he still have the onward? Oh no, he already used it earlier to close the distance. The top side, Net's forced to use the blaze to stay alive here. Dodges the fracture coming in from Kyrie's side. Good play coming in from Nets, but he did have to pop the sprint to make it happen. On the opposite side of the map, now the dive on towards Lutfi's side. The poor man, really, he's got no reinforcements, nothing. He's just sitting there waiting to die.
He was aware on that first minute try, but this time he was a little bit overwhelmed with the Shadow Kill, with the resources that a Homebois has. Lutfi will fall for the first time, but it's still a-okay technically for Fnatic Onic.
Yep, Fnatic Onic now going to secure the turtle while the rest of the Homebois is going to be farming up on the gold plating down on the bottom side to boost Amal up, right? The stronger Amal is, there is a very high likelihood he will find a kill later down the line. But this does mean that Tier 1 top side is cracked wide open by CW, so we're expecting to see a lane swap at some point. Oh no, Turtle spawns on the opposite side. Maybe he just sticks in lane.
See though, Shadow Kill committed. and Kyrie will secure it. So that's a resource wasted for the side of Homeboys. Actually, they got overzealous, and of course, FNOC, they will punish it.
They continue to do so, right? At this point, this is starting to look like a repeat of game number 1. Fnatic now increasing the lead exponentially, breaking into the 3000s.
Yeah, it's even more convincing, right? This time,
Oh, great, I'm offended. Great mind play as well. Mal is in so much trouble, forces to flicker on out of there. Oh, the SOD had that land. If that landed, that would have been nasty. Get 3 flickering forward with the Earth Shatter. Try and make something happen. Forced to use the Primal Wrath here all by himself. Standing on top of that Molten Scythe wasn't a smart idea. And especially when you're up against that Nightmaric spawn, really no way to find a trade.
Checking on all boxes, right? They got the mid, they got the kill on towards the A3 as well. And Homeboys, without their mid, sure, they have a tier 1 bottom side, but they're giving them up more space. They're giving up more jungle space as well. And taking a look at the items here, wow, snowballing, right? 4K Moskov comparing to 3K Claude. So just that, there's already a gap.
Yeah, we need to see Homeboys find a tempo break here. However, Fnatic Onic right now, they don't have to worry too much about creating advantages micro-wise anymore because they're basically unlocked from the lane. With mid-tier 1 missing, Fnatic Onic can easily push out that mid lane and invade it towards the purple side. But we do see motions coming out from the Homeboys, right? They're moving towards Turtle, they have a bunch of members, and they even have the Edith dedicated towards this Thamos' side. But Thamos is going to be able to jump back out. This is looking rough for the Homeboys.
Yeah, they need to problem solve at ASAP. Remember, match point for Fnatic Onic, and yeah, Homeboys, their tournament lives are at stake.
It's not looking good here because they're going to give up on this Turtle straight away. Hayabusa on the top side of the map to maybe get a split push going. Lutfi will respond, but the rest of the Homeboys now kind of coagulating together, right? Sticking as a 4-man because it's just too dangerous to walk by yourself.
It's very dangerous here for the side of Homeboys, you're right. And CW, he's technically killless, but of course he is untouched as well. So he is A-OK on the farm. Mal looking for something. Is this the right? What is this move?
Well, the final slash off towards Keyboy's side. Nightmaric spawn going to keep a couple away. Next comes to the Lazy Duet as well. They weren't expecting so many members dedicated. Mal actually survives with a sliver of HP as Lupti a little late on the rotate. Mal gets out of there just in the time, but the Homeboys are giving up all the space in the world. Top side is getting shoved in. The tier 2 might just fall off of that as well, and they're even losing their orange buff to Kyrie as the rest of Fnatic are trying to cut off routes to this tier 2 down bot.
Well, that shows, right? Homeboys has options here, has power. Shadow kill onto a CW though.
I don't think Amal will find a kill just yet, but they're getting really low. Looking forced to pop his ult and the Vengeance as well. All the bursts negated quickly. Ye3 out of position, but Kyrie is having a tough time cutting through all of that armor. In the meantime, let's just deny this purple buff, and Homeboys looking to re-engage. It's getting scary. Udil, he cannot walk up, especially against this Zask.
Again, tough times for Homeboys. Yeah, they got the win earlier. They got one. They show that firepower-wise, we can fight back. But is it really enough? 6K gold lead now already in hand for Fnatic Onic. So again, Homeboys, a lot of homework to do, and they need it ASAP. Well, item builds, take a look. Nolan, 2 items already BOD in hand. That's a high firepower on that physical. So Homeboys, they need to take care of Keyboy.
Yep, they want to find this early pick as soon as possible. The Fracture doesn't land, but now even the Blaze Duet, they managed to disengage from it. Nobody dies from the side of Fnatic Onic side. A clean disengage. Good use of the rifts from Kyrie.
That's a good pick, right? And that shows how tanky Keyboy is with the item, his rockin' first item. It's Anticuras. So yeah, he wants to take care of the physical resist here. And yeah, it shows it with the Blazing Duet, with the Shadow Kill as well. Now the Lord is uncontested. Fnatic Onic, they want to snowball this.
I mean, just look at the positions that they're taking, right? Even Luffy, whenever he walks up, he's not even trying to zone. It's just to get the information. And if nobody's there, I'm going to start taking your camps, right? Homeboys are losing so much economy, and it's not even 10 minutes.
Again, with the Lord here, with the First Lord, we might even see an inhibitor crack. Homeboys, will they be able, though, to defend this? They need to be careful because, yeah, they need to just play it chill and perhaps wait for Fnatic Onic to overstep, to overextend, and then they can find. Ludwig has a Queen's Wings though, so it's going to be tougher now to take him down.
It's already so tough to burst him down. Look, they're gonna commit everything onto. Oh, and underneath the turret, unlucky. Ends up dying regardless, but Kyrie finds the trade onto Amal's side. Mal's the next to fall with the help of the Nightmaric Spawn from Sans. It just goes to show Kyrie 4 levels above Amal. Well, sorry, 3 levels now, but that BOD making all the difference. Even CW getting really disrespectful. SOD does find one. Earth Shatter is one from Gear 3. Primal Wrath comes out. He plays around his anchor, and Sun says, don't worry, Kyrie, go get him.
Oh, Calvin Winata with the play. No enabler. Let me enable myself. And now Lord is still healthy bottom side. Will they be able to find the base though, the main base?
I don't think they can end it off of this. Just actually, they might be able to, assuming that Mal doesn't die and he gets pulled back by Keyboy. They walk away, but in the meantime, at least while that was happening, Amal was slowly chipping away at the Lord.
Okay, so it's still heavily favoring the side of Fnatic Onic and Homebois. Wow, slimmer odds here to equalize in this game. And well, Fnatic Onic, they will turn the heat down for now, but it's still almost a 10,000 gold lead. That's a lot.
I think this game is pretty much done for, right? I feel like this is really difficult for Homebois to get back in, because the only way they win at this point is to get to their 3rd item, and Fnatic Onic are about to complete their own. Holy Crystal is probably the next purchase coming in from the side of Sans. We're expecting, all 3 items, the Holy Trinity on top of the extra utility of Winds of Nature for Mr. Calvin Winata himself, CW Chairway, as you may know him. What a Lord advantage. Look at that. Huge goal difference. But now the onward as well onto Keyboy side. They're trying to make it happen. The Earth Shadow lands on towards 3 people, but Amal finds Keyboy luckily with the Oki Shadow kill. A clean pick from Homeboys' side. Oh, so close. He nearly dies to the SOD.
Lucky Amal there. He will be able to reset, but Keyboy will be the sole casualty from that skirmish. So, you know what? Fnatic Onic, they realize that they're still in the lead economy, and they will definitely look for the Lord now. Homeboys, it's kind of a do or die, right? I mean, it's kind of all for nothing, all or nothing, and it seems like they want to contest. They need to contest this Lord.
They have to, and I think that Fnatic Onic are totally happy with Homebois walking out of their base, because if this fight goes terribly, Fnatic Onic will close it out. Now look at the position of Mal right now. He's pretty deep in enemy territory.
Well, top lane here, it's quite neutral, it's quite equal, so Fnatic Onic, they will be happy to buy more time. And take a look at Kyrie. He will though rotate towards the purple instead. They know they have the control. They know they have the artillery and the firepower, so they will take things slow.
Yeah, Homebois, they're in a really difficult position, because they not only have to worry about their waves, they have to worry about Fnatic securing this Lord. And I think Fnatic opt to say, hey, let's bring the Lord low, and if Homebois do show themselves, we take this fight.
Keyboy pops to conceal.
Wait,
but no angle just yet.
Oh, Ludwig, he's getting really low. He has to up his ult straight away. Vengeance as well as the backline now getting attacked. The Amphibia looks good, but Nets already finds one, and they get Keyboy at the same time with the help of the Oki Shadow kill. It looks like Fnatic Onic, they danced around the Lord for too long, but now look at the back line, right? The inhibitors are going to start falling if nobody cleans it up, as Calvin Winata himself cracks it open. Mal, can he find this chase? Can he help secure this kill for Udil? No. CW, they're out of there. As Kyrie fights yet 3 while this is all happening. The SOD does land onto Emal's side, and now CW goes 1v1 Nets versus Chewe. He gets on out of there with the help of his Winds of Nature, and both sides walk away. But Fnatic Onic very happy that they secured the Lord.
Oh my Lord, what a fight! What a fight! CW distracting 2 members of Homebois in the mid. Meanwhile, Kyrie taking down Ye 3. That was the right opening for him to challenge the Lord, and gets it. Right, Amal, unfortunately, caught within the SOD and caught the Spear of Misery as well. And now Fnatic Onic, they have full control again on the Lord. This might be the final push.
The crazy part about these decisions from Fnatic Onic, it comes down to, I just need to hit one ability and we can make this macro play, right? But here we go. The inhibitor gonna get chipped down and whittled away by CW side. The Iron Fender hits onto Nets. The Battle Mirror image comes into a weird spot, forcing him, and he's dead. And now the Oki Shadow kill finds Kyrie. That's already one, but Mal is already too low. And that's 2 for 1 in favor of Fnatic Onic to get Keyboy to airball, playing out of his mind, but I think it's a little too soon, too late. The base is getting cracked wide open by the Lord, and that is it. Fnatic Onic eliminate the Homebois 2-0.
One Malaysian team down, one Malaysian team to go. Fnatic Onic displaying yet again a convincing, sharper Fnatic Onic.
Wow. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect the Homebois to, lose control 2-0'd by Fnatic Onic, right? The way that they were able to perform in the group stage, the way that they developed over the days in the group stage, I would have thought that they had more of a convincing run, but it looks like Fnatic Onic are going to be moving forward, and next up it will be against Team Liquid Philippines. So we're going to see that in our final match of the day, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, GG Fnatic Onic.
Yeah, really good stuff. I mean, Fnatic Onic, we saw two different sides of them. Game number 1, it was macro leads to micro. Game number 2, it was micro leads to macro. It's crazy. Like some of these, right, from Coach Arcadia himself, you need to be good at scouting out the right players. You need to be able to kind of like find the right chemistry. But most of all, it's just luck, right? All of these things just, if you happen to you scout the right person, they happen to just click really, really well to each other. It's all in a testament to luck.
That I agree. That I think will factor a lot of things. But let's talk about the item builds here. Homebois, sure. If we talk about Nets as well, already has the Wind of Nature and the Holy Trinity, but it was a little bit too late. It was a little bit too late for the Claude to be active on the map.
Well, as much as Claude wants to be active, it's just really, really difficult, right? Because when we're looking at Fnac's side, they had such an immense lead by 14 minutes. I mean, yes, it only roughly went below the 10k mark only because they were looking for the base. They were looking to end with the crystal, and they're willing to sacrifice members to do so. But I think the biggest proprietor to the success of Fnac is Sans, because of the way Zask works. The fact that he is an anchor. You can see that people like CW is standing literally right on top of the Nightmaric spawn. And it's like, as long as I'm here, I'm guaranteed to get a trade for my team.
That is why Zask is such a valuable pick, right? First pick value goes to Zask. I feel like even after the adjustment, you can see the power still is there. And FNOC, Fnatic Onic, they showed that power against Homebois, who, again, very low range heroes, right? You got Edith, Hayabusa, Valentina, not enough range, not much range, which of course Zask and Ruby just pop off.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Fnac overall have plenty of insurance policies. It's clear where they wanted to play across the map, and they had the heroes to do so. The hardest part is getting past this Zask, because I think Zask overall, in my opinion, he's coming to a point where he's kind of like Uranus, where I think both of them are pretty dog water heroes, only because how do you trade against him? Like, let's look at the early game here, right? The first couple of kills prior to those 5 minutes, it's just EXP gain, EXP gain, EXP gain with the accumulation of gold on top of that. But once we saw that big kill around the 4th minute mark, and they got towers on top of that, that's the whole early to mid game just going over to Fnatic Onic, and Homebois can't do anything about it.
Yeah, the first game, it was the third turtle where Fnatic Onic has that snowball, but in this game, it was just after the second turtle. And of course, we talked about Zask, we talked about Sans, well-deserved MVP.
Yeah, he's going to be our MVP.